Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to
Walaikum salam.
yet another episode of In Conversation with Sohail Zindani. As I've always been telling, this is not about Sohail Zindani, but this is about people who I've had amazing opportunity to learn from and gain insights from, people who have inspired me. And today I have a guest. Not many people would know. Me being trainer and gaining any confidence on stage is massively credited to this man. I'm sure he would have also forgotten, but it was 2006 when he was in Pakistan to speak at the Valuing People Factor conference. And he was supposed to go on stage. And few days before that, he did a workshop with Oktara back then. And he taught us laughter therapy. So it was his time to go on stage, and my job was only to introduce him. That was it. And he said, Sohail, why don't you do laughter therapy? And I was like, no, man, I'm going to. And I did that. It worked out. And that was a time where I gained that confidence. So, these are those amazing people who bring something out of you which you even didn't know. Somebody who I look up to as the mega guru of creativity, and forget creativity, of thinking. Somebody who has always inspired people around him with his ability not only to think for himself, but to teach thinking. And I think that's such a rare art. So I'm very privileged, honored to have Dr. Sunil Gupta with us. He is an inspiration all his life. I mean, last time when he was in Pakistan, and we've been waiting for him to come, although visas, now Zoom doesn't ask for visa, so he'll hopefully be very frequently with us. But last time, Dr. Saab, you met me, you inspired me also to take care of the body, if you remember that. And
Right.
That was also inspirational. So welcome, Dr. Saab.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So wonderful. Dr. Saab, let's get on to the subject. It's a 30-minute conversation, and I'm sure people will find amazing takeaway messages for them. Okay, so Dr. Saab, let's begin with our question answer session. First thing that I want to ask you is, why have we taken thinking for granted? I mean, ऐसा क्यों लगता है कि माँ के पेट से बस आती है हमको?
The reasons are very simple. We take so many things in our life for granted. Like we take breathing is a good example we take for granted. Nobody needs to teach us how to breathe. So it's a very natural process. So most natural processes are taken for granted. Like nature's endowments are taken for granted. Like day and night is taken for granted. You don't need to think. कि भाई सुबह कब होगी, शाम कब होगा. It is taken for granted. So thinking predominantly has been a skill that's been taken for granted, and nobody's ever spent time and attention to understand how am I thinking, what is my thinking style, how can I improve my thinking, मेरी सोच जो है मैं कैसे सुधार दूं, कैसे मैं इम्प्रूवमेंट लाऊं, तब्दीली कैसे लाऊं मेरे सोचने के ढंग में. That is missing, and that is why the focus should be more so in difficult times. How can we think better?
Right, and I think these are the times which should actually inspire us and motivate us to actually work on our thinking skills, and that's where we are connecting.
Correct. I think the current scenario is one such example, but we have a lot of challenges in our lives. We have social challenges, we have economic challenges, where it's a necessity to think. Example, if it's just in this current scenario is the pandemic, but example, I know for sure Pakistan's been struggling with the issue of polio. So and it definitely needs fresh thinking. It needs everybody, healthcare providers, it needs educators, it needs healthcare professionals, it needs you and me to think differently about the way we are dispensing the vaccines, the way we've got orientation. There's vaccines free. So there are, on one hand, we need fresh thinking. How can we inject more life into the economy? How can we look at the poor man? How can we look at the people who are daily wage earners? How can we ensure that taxes paid by a few are actually utilized for the benefit of many, which is not the current thinking. The current thinking is find who's evading the taxes and get behind the people who are paying taxes. But there's a lot of people who are out there who are not paying taxes, and the governments all over the world are doing nothing to bring them into the tax bracket. Right. So if you look at multiple scenarios, in our lives, they all need fresh thinking.
Right.
Schools need fresh thinking because schools have a traditional way of working. So let's say if it's a grammar school, they will have a set way of thinking. What is that? They have the curriculum, they have the textbooks, they have the standard classrooms. There may be e-boards in the classroom, but teachers, mindsets, the textbooks, everything is a set way. So why can't we think differently? I mean, the necessity of the hour is in every aspect of our life, we have to think differently.
So, Dr. Saab, do you suggest there should be a thinking skills course in schools?
Of course, many countries have already paid heed to Edward de Bono, and we have in many countries in the world, they teach life skills. Life skills is basically thinking skills. So they do teach life skills in the classroom. Example, even in the UAE, we have in the university compulsory subject thinking skills. And every student in the freshman year has to mandatorily pass that particular exam. Then only he gets admission into the second year, which is the sophomore year. So he cannot proceed further with his studies till he learns how to think, because it's a national imperative. It's dictated from the top. Everybody should be a good thinker, and thinking is a skill that needs to be invested in, which is not happening around the world. So we should have right from schools. Why schools? Why wait till the schools? We should have in every household thinking as a way of life. So a good book for everybody to read could be to teach your child how to think. I understand in Pakistan, you can buy it from Liberty bookstore. Liberty has many copies of Teach Your Child How to Think. So please do, whenever you can, either order online or whenever you're stepping out and the bookstore's open, please buy the book, Teach Your Child How to Think. It's a good way to start from home. Why wait for the schools to start? Because, we are all the time waiting. School karega, tab hum karenge. School nahi kar rahe hain. Hum itni fees bhar rahe hain Lahore Grammar School mein, aur uska kuch natija nahi mil raha hame. Okay, so as parents, we can start this. We can start it at home. Thinking culture at home. How can we parent using thinking as a process?
Right. I think this is extremely powerful. What I'm going to do, Dr. Saab, is that after this, once we launch this video, what I'll do is I'll put the link to the book, and as you mentioned, Liberty Books, so that they can just buy it on a click. And what I just saw yesterday, Liberty Books was offering some discounts as well. So that's good news. I'm going to put it up right away. Taking this conversation forward, now you
and
have...
by the way,
yes.
and by the way, we have one book of Edward de Bono available in Urdu. There are two books available in Urdu as well. So I would request everybody to buy the book in Urdu. It is How to Have a Beautiful Mind, Urdu, plus the thinking tools for children. They have been translated in Urdu and available in Urdu in Pakistan.
Okay.
So don't wait for everything to be in English. Right. Start using in Urdu and make it a way of life at home.
Wonderful. Because thinking, at least thinking to language dependent nahi hai.
Correct.
Okay, Dr. Saab, so most of your life you've worked with and done trainings for corporates. So what are those primary obstacles that you see in organizational culture that kills that element of thinking? Why is this the message comes out that park your bins at home, dude, and just do what we are telling you? Where it goes wrong?
So many people have done some breakthrough research, and we have research. So one such a good research paper and a book, which is by Dr. Teresa Amabile. She is the chair for innovation at the Harvard Business School. And she's come to the conclusion that in most organizations, thinking and creativity lags. It's because of the progress principle. Now, what is the progress principle? So book is called The Progress Principle. So progress principle is people are never told what the leadership is doing with their ideas. So example, most companies would say, now let's do a hackathon. Let us generate ideas. चलो जी जाते हैं रॉयल फार्म में और रॉयल फार्म में we'll go for an away day and we'll enjoy and we'll come back. So when they come back with a lot of ideas, nothing happens to those ideas, nothing implemented in the organization. In fact, nobody does anything to a single idea that has been generated forums. And that is the biggest cause of demotivator to people, because people need to know. अगर मैंने आपको कोई आइडिया दिया है, आपने उस आइडिया का क्या किया है, आपने किस तरीके से उस आइडिया को अंडर द माइक्रोस्कोप लिया है, उसको एग्जामिन किया है, उसकी फिजिबिलिटी असेस की है, एक टास्क फोर्स बनाया है कि भाई चलो जी ट्राई करते हैं. समझो मैं इंग्लिश ब्रेकफास्ट कंपनी का सीईओ हूँ, किसी ने कहा जी ये बिस्किट जो है वेंडिंग मशीन से बेचने चाहिए. ओके, पाकिस्तान में जो है वेंडिंग मशीन से बिस्किट बेचने चाहिए या हॉकर से बेचने चाहिए, रेडी वाले से बेचने चाहिए. तो ये अगर कोई आइडिया आया है किसी के पास तो हमें टेस्ट करना चाहिए आइडिया को. बट सीईओज विल से इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल. बिस्किट हम वेंडिंग मशीन में कैसे बेचेंगे? पेप्सी खाली बिकता है वेंडिंग मशीन में, बिस्किट नहीं बेच सकेंगे, कॉस्ट इज प्रोहिबिटिव, इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल. तो क्या होगा, जो बंदे ने जो आइडिया दिया है वो टोटल डीमोटिवेट हो जाएगा और उसकी जो कैपेसिटी है आइडिया देने की, it will be reduced dramatically. Why? Because there is no progress to his initial ideas. So that is breakthrough. And then one of our colleagues has done analysis of what are the main reasons why creativity and innovation takes a beating in the organization. That led us to write a book as well, borrowed from his work, is what are the factors that stop innovation and creativity from happening. That book of ours is called Smash It. So we found many factors, and they're right, because from our experience, we correlated. We find leadership is a key factor. If leadership is not orientated, supposing I'm the owner of Michelle Jams, and somebody gives an idea that I have a new spread to use on bread in Pakistan. Okay, नाश्ते में ये bread के साथ ये spread लगा के खाएंगे, तो बंदा जो है ज़्यादा मजबूत हो जाएगा, ज़्यादा ताकत आएगी. Blah, 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 blah. But what I do is I straight away reject that idea. I don't implement that idea. So that will bring down the innovation and the creativity in the organization. So the leadership and the leadership style is key. And most senior leaders, they are, Chacha Chaudhary types. We know everything. And this Chacha Chaudhary stops you from accelerating innovation in the organization.
I think this Chacha Chaudhary.
Maake khabara, okay, in Sindhi, maake khabara. Okay. Then this maake khabara in Sindhi means actually chariwa. He's not thinking differently. He's not allowing other people to think differently. So leadership is key. Then there are other factors.
Right. And
like reward recognition, governance system, so on and so forth. Many factors. It's not just panacea, but it is not the total panacea to all the ills of innovation. हम लोग सोचते हैं चलो भाई एक 6 hacks का कोर्स करा लिया हमने, ओके, और सॉल्व हो गया प्रॉब्लम. तो नहीं होगा जी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व, बिकॉज उसके बाद you need people to practice the tools. एक माहौल पैदा होना चाहिए where people can apply what they learn. एक माहौल पैदा होना चाहिए where people can get appreciation for their ideas. So the culture, the smell of the place, as we say, must change. Then things are going to improve.
I think this is very powerful. Abhi few days back, Dr. Saab, हम एक client के साथ we were having a webinar, and what I discovered कि वहाँ पर जो leadership team है उसने session किया on how to come out of this pandemic. और उस कंपनी के जो fresh चंद लोगों के साथ में discussion कर रहा था. These are young graduates who are amazing brains, amazing minds, and वो मुझे कहते हैं कि सोहेल ये आइडियाज तो ऐसे दे रहे थे जैसे इससे पहले कोई 25-30 दफा इस तरह के पेंडेमिक से निकल चुके हैं ये लोग. So great opportunity to ask, what do you think these Chacha Chaudharys are still busy telling what to do?
Correct. Absolutely. So because getting other people's views important. So we need to be good in this process, good critical thinkers, which means we need to be able to be more engaging with other people. We need to control our egocentrism, because a lot of people have egocentrism. And my view is the best view. I know I've handled this. I'm the best person in this scenario, but it's not true, because none of us is as smart as all of us. Collectively, we can be smarter. And younger people definitely have better ideas because they will think of the box.
Yeah. Yeah. I just took this state of mind, I call it constipated intellectuals.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, so now because people working from home, they have relatively, supposedly, they have more time. And what are few areas that you would suggest? So you suggested a book on how to teach your child how to think, how to have a beautiful mind. What are few things
So
that?
one is they should read, and there is so much of free stuff available. You
Yeah,
know, they can log on for free courses, free webinars, and I think it's important first to look at the 10 top competencies identified by the World Economic Forum. So if they look at the top 10 competencies and work on equipping themselves with those competencies.
beautiful
So,
idea.
example, top most of those competencies is innovation, creative thinking, critical problem solving. Then there are other competencies are there as well. How to be better with data analytics, for example. So, I think people need to use this time to see what are those missing skills or competencies that they do not possess, which they can equip, so that, inshallah, when everything is fine, then they will have a competitive advantage. They will come back more stronger, more capable, more competent, and will be able to handle the scenario in a much better way. So use this time constructively. Reading, signing up for free courses, free webinars, a lot of things up there, a lot of free courses also up there. LinkedIn as well has a lot of free courses. So try to get the advantage. See which is a skill that I need. Don't just do it for the heck of doing it and then put it up on LinkedIn that I've done this course. But what are the skills you need? And best indicator would be the top 10 skills identified by the World Economic Forum. Use that as a base. कि एटलीस्ट मेरे
Very
पास ये
good.
10 मेजर स्किल्स हैं जो कि सख्त जरूरत है इस स्किल्स की in the future.
I think that's a very interesting reference point that you shared, because yesterday only I was so.
वो भी लिंक आप ले सकते हो गूगल करके. You can put it for everybody. The
Yeah.
top 10 competencies 2019 from World Economic Forum.
Right. Dr. Saab, just being inspired from your work in Innovate or Evaporate, the book that you wrote, yesterday I was, so I started this thing with my daughter who's 9. And what we have done is that now, because there is no maid at home, so we all are doing our own stuff. It's a very interesting time in our life. So yesterday, I engaged that 30-minute conversation with my daughter in terms of telling her these are the tasks that we do every day. And I asked her, Dia, now your job is you take 5 days, look at all these tasks and the way we do it. And after 5 days, come to me and tell me what are better ways of doing it so that we can do it quicker. Today, she was, I was so happy that she was looking at all the tasks, taking her notes down. Somewhere deep down, I know 5th day, she's going to teach me something that I could have never done with my restricted intelligence. So yeah, this is a time,
Wow.
do this.
Sure. Absolutely. And the ideas can come from anywhere.
Yeah.
Ideas can come from anywhere. So let's take an example. This is the perfect time now. If people are let's say if I'm in the cigarette business, if I'm a Philip Morris Pakistan, so I should be looking at diversification, looking at new product lines like we have in India in the pharma industry who's made a kill. They've come up with a tablet to get you to quit smoking. So if Philip Morris come up with both these products, cigarette भी बेचें और दवाई भी बेचें. दवाई किस वजह से? सिगरेट ना पीने की वजह से. एक की तो सेल बढ़ेगी तो दूसरे की भी सेल बढ़ेगी.
Wow.
सोचो आप. If you
Wow.
think differently, radically, you can have competitive advantage. But the lead has already gone to a pharma company. So Philip Morris missed a bus.
Yeah.
I met recently a guy who's come up with a shisha. This guy's come up with a shisha which is without tobacco shisha. So it's not an electric shisha. It's not a tobacco shisha. It's healthy. You're inhaling and exhaling, and you're getting the feeling that it is shisha. Supposing इस किस्म का product Philip Morris Pakistan launch कर दे, तो आप सोचो, what will be the competitive advantage? But then we are only looking at how to overcome constraints. You know, government का ये constraint है, मैं TV में advertise नहीं कर सकता हूँ, PTV में मेरा इश्तिहार नहीं डाल सकता हूँ, मैं under 18 बेच नहीं सकता हूँ, मैं ये नहीं कर सकता हूँ, वो नहीं कर सकता. Then you're not thinking innovatively. You're going to miss the bus. And somebody else will get into a space which is going to be completely difficult.
I completely agree to this thing, and I think ये जो कल ही in fact I was in conversation with friend like you, and हम एक बात किए कि क्या ये मजेदार शर्म की बात नहीं है कि नेटफ्लिक्स का आइडिया ब्लॉकबस्टर को नहीं आया, एयरबीएनबी का आइडिया मैरियट को नहीं आया, ये करीम और चलाने का आइडिया एयरपोर्ट टैक्सी वालों को नहीं, वो आज भी अपनी टेरिटरी डिफेंड कर रहे हैं किसी तरह. डॉक्टर साहब यहाँ पे वो जो हमारी एयरपोर्ट टैक्सी सर्विस है, वो ऐसा नहीं कि अपने नाखून ले और एप्पल वो एप्स पे आए, वो क्या कर रही है, वो रिश्वत खिलाते हैं ताकि एयरपोर्ट पे करीम और उबर की टैक्सी ना आए.
Correct.
And I think this constant thinking is not letting us grow.
Correct. Absolutely, absolutely. So we have to change our mindsets, and this should come from home, from school, and it has to be endemic. So we need a pandemic on thinking. Okay, that's why Edward de Bono called it. We need a revolution. एक किस्म का जिहाद चाहिए सोचने.
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल.
Because जब तक ये जिहाद नहीं होगा, a rebellion against new thinking, and it could be for everybody. It could be in all sectors, as I said, in our social sphere, in our religious sphere, in our home sphere, in our education sphere, in our business sphere. Everybody needs fresh thinking. So that's why he wrote his book, New Thinking for the New Millennium.
New Thinking for the New Millennium.
In the new millennium, we need thinking. Yeah.
So the book name is New Thinking for the New Millennium.
Correct. It's by Edward de Bono. It's available on Liberty. Liberty के पास काफी सारी किताबें हैं, and उर्दू में भी हैं.
देखा है डॉक्टर साहब, ये मैं अभी
Liberty bookstore और एक और दो Liberty के पास ऑनलाइन भी है, आप ऑनलाइन भी खरीद सकते हो. Liberty and दूसरे bookstore भी है. I saw 2 bookstores in Karachi, which have got online also.
Okay. So what I'll do is, मैं इन books का
the books available Edward de Bono. Google and I'll be a name up here.
Sure.
It's called New Thinking for the New Millennium. This book he launched in 2000. When the new millennium came, this book is 20 years old, by the way. So because everybody was talking Y2K, everybody was talking transition, everybody was talking getting technology ready, he said no. Get dimag ready for new thinking.
Wow.
And dimag not ready. Dimag तैयार नहीं है. हमारी IT सिस्टम तैयार है, पर दिमाग जो है तैयार नहीं है. दिमाग को तैयार करना है.
बिल्कुल.
Okay, so this is wonderful book, New Thinking for the New Millennium.
I'll check with Liberty. In fact, there's a book that I've been trying my best to find here in Pakistan and not have been successful, is Letters to Thinkers.
Yeah. So I see number 1 in my Google search is Liberty Books. So when I go to Liberty Books, I'll tell you what are the titles available. Many titles available in Liberty Books. Yeah. So Liberty Books, if I put Edward de Bono, काफी किताबें हैं of Edward de Bono, और सारी डिस्काउंट में हैं भी.
और सारा एक सेगमेंट है. Most of the Liberty books would have a different segment for Edward de Bono.
Like H+. H+ also good for Pakistan. H+ means we need a new religion. He said it's time for a new religion.
Yeah.
Because सब कौमी बात कर रहे हैं.
हाँ.
लोग जो हैं एक जो अच्छा रिलीजन होना चाहिए उसके बारे में नहीं बात कर रहे हैं. वो रिलीजन का नाम है H+. मतलब 6 H's he comes up with. You know, we need to talk about health. We need to talk about happiness. We need to talk about other things in life other than religion.
Right.
So, many titles available online in Pakistan. Liberty Bookstore.
Right.
Liberty Books. And in Urdu also I saw that. Yeah. Yeah, okay, you can see that, and
I'll definitely search out, and in this interview link, I'll share with them the link.
See you whatever.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah. So I'm saying that in the comment segment of this interview, I'll make sure that I post link to as many books that they have, so that people can purchase directly from Liberty Books. Wonderful.
Please do.
Wonderful.
Book. Hello, Urdu की किताब है.
जी.
Book मजा से. bookmaza.com.
Okay.
bookmaza.com. Bookstore है.
Okay.
Bookstore. उर्दू में किताबें हैं.
Okay.
और academia.edu उनके पास है उर्दू की किताबें PDF में हैं of Edward de Bono.
Wow. Okay.
Book मजा में काफी किताबें हैं.
So let me share the links now. Let me share the links then.
हाँ जी.
Wonderful. This is exciting. Dr. Saab, as I conclude, I want to ask you something very personal. So many years, you've worked with so many amazing companies, have gained so much of insights of working with some of the top minds in the world, people like Edward de Bono, Ken Blanchard, that I've at least known from you. If I say that, Dr. Saab, we take away everything under your possession and you just get a chance to select 3 that you want to hold on to, what are those 3 things you'll like to really hold on to?
So one is, family and familial values. That's important because, all said and done, family is the center of everything.
Yes.
आप, मैं, सारी दुनिया किस वजह से हम मगजमारी करते हैं? यहाँ खज्जल खराबी, यहाँ जाओ, वहाँ जाओ, किस वजह से? So family values is number one for me. Insight is we've had friends with diverse religions. So if we value humanity more than religion, भाई इंसानियत चाहिए. अच्छे इंसान बनो. अच्छा इंसान is most important than you following your qawm or you following your jamaat. Okay? Because jamaat has no end. But you being a good human being in the end is most important. And at the time of Qayamat as well, that will be valued. Not whether you are Aga Khani, whether you are Bori, whether you are Sunni, whether you are Shia, whether you are Hindu, whether you are Parsi. वो सबने पूछा जाएगा. आपने क्या करतूतें की हैं इस जन्म में, वो पूछी जाएगी हर किसी से. So I think इंसानियत is something I don't want to give up. Even in this hour of crisis, we are seeing how we can help other people, how we can be conducive to helping other people, how we can make a difference to other people. What is it we can do to other people? Very important. I think that is the key thing. And the third thing is, I think your and your self-achievement. At the end of the day, I was reading one book. In fact, I stopped reading it because in the current scenario, it was a little depressing. But my wife read it and she said, you must read it. And it's a book about the spirit world. So it's apparently a true book of, you have heard of Shyamak Davar?
Yes.
Have you heard of this gentleman, Shyamak Davar? He's India's ace dance choreographer.
Yes.
So The spirit world is written with his aunt narrating, what happens जब हम मर जाते हैं. So she says, you have to read this book. So I said, I will. I read 40 pages. It's too depressing. I will read it later on when the environment is just right. But it makes a lot of sense because it says you do the self-introspection. It talks about 7 realms, 7 levels as a human being. Where are you? Are you on level 1? Are you on level 2? Are you on level 3? Are you on level 4? Are you on level 5? Are you on level 6? Are you on level 7? You cannot be on 5, 6, 7 in this dunya. That will be Jannat. That will be paradise. 5, 6, 7 is paradise. 1, 2, 3, 4 is hell, as well as our current way of working. So I think we all should introspect. Current opportunities also to introspect. कि मैंने कोई गिले शिकवे, कोई किसी से नाराजगी, जैसे लोग हज पे जाते हैं कहते हैं माफ कर दीजिए अगर मैंने कुछ गलत काम किया है. So I think we should be introspecting. All of us should be introspecting, and that's something that I'm doing. I do it regularly, but I think current scenario is perfect scenario for introspection.
Right.
These are the 3 things I like to keep doing.
And if you have to define success in one line, what that would be? One line.
I think you must have passion for whatever you do. Simple. Success comes to those who have passion. आप समझो रोड बना रहे हो, आप मोटरवे बना रहे हो, आपका काम है पत्थर तोड़ना. आप पत्थर तोड़ने में ही ऐसे you are busy, you are enjoying your work, you are passionate, then it's there in every religion. Work important and do it with total commitment. Because if you are passionate, if you are harakat, Allah will definitely barakat. Passion जरूरी है. लोगों में passion नहीं है. लोग आते हैं भाई जैसे कोई धक्का मार के उनको ऑफिस में भेज रहा है. चलो भाई 9 बज गए, कराची इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कंपनी में जाना है. ओके, अभी उस मिजाज से लोग आते हैं काम करने. वो हमदर्दी से नहीं आते हैं कि हमें जाना है क्योंकि वी आर गोइंग टू एंजॉय, हम लोगों को इलेक्ट्रिसिटी दे रहे हैं, हम जो हैं इंसानियत का हम मददगार हैं इंसानियत के. दे आर नॉट थिंकिंग दैट वे अबाउट देयर जॉब. दे आर थिंकिंग अबाउट देयर जॉब दैट ओह इट इज कराची इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कंपनी, मुझे जाना है, चलो मैं काम करके आता हूँ, तनख्वाह है, महीने के आखिर में तनख्वाह मिलेगी, ये रिटायरमेंट बेनिफिट मिलेगी. तो we have to remove all that in our life. At this stage, we need all our life build passion in what we do. And those who are passionate, inshallah, they will be successful.
Wow.
Like you are passionate, you are successful. आपका ही मिसाल ले लो. मिसाल मैं आपका ही लेना चाहता हूँ. आपने पैशन से अपना ये करियर स्टार्ट किया तो हर एक बंदा पाकिस्तान में जानता है. You know, I did one course in Pakistan.
Okay.
And एक बंदा आया मेरे पास कोर्स के बाद, सर आपकी ट्रेनिंग बहुत अच्छी थी, बहुत मजा आया, बहुत सीखने को मिला, पर एक चीज मैं आपको कहना चाहता हूँ, आपने जो आपका जो स्टाइल है ना ट्रेनिंग का, आपने एक बंदे का स्टाइल कॉपी किया है. मैंने कहा मैंने किस बंदे का स्टाइल कॉपी किया है? वो कहता है हमारे यहाँ एक ट्रेनर है सोहेल जिंदानी, आप उसकी स्टाइल कॉपी मार के आपने ट्रेनिंग की है. ये चीज मुझे अच्छी नहीं लगी. Thank you very much. You made my day, brother. You made my day. You made
Oh
my
my
day.
God.
Because your passion important. Your passion is where you are, right? So anybody can have your passion, but we need to wear it on our sleeves. That passion. When we wake up in the morning, जब ये लिबास पहनते हैं, उसी वक्त हमें ये पैशन पहनना है. जब लिबास चुनते हो, आप कबर्ड खोलते हो कि भाई आज मैं ये टी शर्ट पहनूंगा, आज मैं ये शर्ट पहनूंगा, आज मैं इस रंग की सलवार कमीज पहनूंगा, उस वक्त आपको ये डिसीजन लेना है, आज मैं पूरी हमदर्दी, पूरे पैशन के साथ इस दुनिया में कुछ ना कुछ फर्क करके आऊंगा. If you wear that passion, inshallah,
Wow.
सक्सेस चूमेगी आपको, कदम चूमेगी सर.
Thank you, Dr. Saab. I think this was such an important message, and I really hope कि ये जो message of passion है, और I don't find an appropriate word to add on to what you just said, but एक चीज मैंने पैशन के बारे में सीखी थी, पैशन पे चल के आप किसी पे एहसान नहीं करते, यू डू द बेस्ट थिंग फॉर योरसेल्फ। एंड तो वो भी ऐसा लग रहा है ना कि मैं कुछ, जैसे आपने के इलेक्ट्रिक का एग्जांपल दिया, कराची इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का, सो मैं के इलेक्ट्रिक के लिए कुछ नहीं कर रहा, मैं अपने लिए कर रहा हूँ। व्हेन आई वर्क विद पैशन, दिस इज, आई एम एडिंग वैल्यू टू माय ओन लाइफ। So thank you, Dr. Saab, for your time. I think this was such a wonderful thing.
Pleasure. Thank you so much.
एक
And
चीज
all the best. And God keep everybody safe. Allah cares sabko. And all the very best to everybody.
Amin. Thank you, Dr. Saab. God bless you. Allah Hafiz.